You all are doing good and must be absolutely fine. Well, today we are going to discuss about one of the very basic topic, and that is so important for us to learn about. Now we are going to talk about the air around us, and here we are going to cover the entire overview which you will look into the air, right? So be calm, stay active and try to make the notes that you get it from here, because we will be also solving objective plus subjective. तो ये आपके एग्जाम के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. Okay, fine. If you want to know such more concept, then we can definitely come to the booster course, right? So let me just change the presenter view. Yeah. So if you look into this, you will find that there is a app. Now this app is going to provide you the best live interactive class, where the IITians and the NITians are going to give you the live class. Along with this, you will find that in the concept booster course, you will be getting mentor teacher. So yes, along with the IITians and NITians who is going to take care of your concept, and the classes would be for 6 days. 6 classes on 6 days. There will be 3 classes of maths and 3 sessions of science. Along with this, you will be given the mentor teacher who is going to take care of your academics. Suppose if you're finding any difficulty or you are having any doubts, so they will be taking care of it. So you can just go through all of these features, and then when you will be in the booster course, you will find that everything is being benefited to you. Along with this, you will be also rewarded with homework questions. Along with that, subjective and objective questions will be given to you, where you will be finding out that what should be the answer that is going to enhance your answering skill, right? So there will be examination also, and of course you would be needing some PDF study material. So for that also we are going to provide you the study material via PDF form, right? So let us just get into the concept. Here you meet Shushmita Singh. So my name is Shushmita Singh. I have done my bachelor's from RI NCERT. Also I have done my master's and tried bagging the silver medal. Well, here are we to learn about the concept, and when we talk about, we find that what is air, right? So what is air? How you're going to define it? What are the important properties? What are the significance? So all of these bit by bit we are going to cover. तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करते हैं? Let us find out कि air है क्या. And when we talk about air, it means clean air, right? We are not going to include dust or smoke in this. Clean air. क्या composition होगा? That we will be looking into it. So first of all, air is everywhere. Air is all around us, and thus you can find that air is available everywhere. तो इसका chapter का नाम भी है air around us. So yes, air is present all around us. It is a mixture of many gases. Yes, you will find that carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, inert gases, all of them are present in making of the air. We cannot see air, definitely. If I'm looking at you, can I find the air between us? I can feel the air, but I cannot find it that I can look into that, right? So air is one of the substance that is not visible, neither we can smell it, and neither we can just hear it, smell it, right? We can just feel it through skin. So yes, air is all around us. Well, if air is all around us, then why do we need the air? क्या है इसका importance? क्या इसका है ज़रूरी? Like air नहीं होता तो क्या होता? We could have lived nicely. Oh my God, this is going to be so kind of की air and survival. This is obvious. अगर air नहीं है तो survival is not possible. Air है तभी survival हम हैं, हम survive कर सकते हैं. तो अगर air है तभी हम हैं, है ना? Well, why do we need air? क्यों हमें ज़रूरत क्या है इसकी? When you look into this, can you identify कि plants, क्या plants को ज़रूरत है air की? This is the human being. Lungs यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है, क्यों दिखा रहा है? Can you identify? Okay, something is burning, and for burning, why do we need air? एयर की क्या जरूरत है बर्निंग के लिए, है ना? Come on, try out thinking critically. Why do we need air for burning? Then here we see that the boy is flying in the plane. Well, do you think that air is important for all of them? Can't we find that airplane can flew without air? तो उसका नाम ही एरोप्लेन क्यों होता है ना, राइट? तो ये सब आपको चीजें सोचनी पड़ेगी. तो सबसे पहले लेट मी राइट इट फॉर यू बच्चे. So the question might come that you have to give the answer for importance of air. How you're going to give it, right? So there are 4 to 5 points that will remain in your mind. And जब भी आप question का answer करते हो, at that time you can find कि हमारे आसपास में क्या-क्या examples है. कैसे हम उसको बिना रटना नहीं है. You don't have to mug up. You have to only find out the practical application and your answer is done. Like here. During the photosynthesis, right? During the respiration, in all of these cases, they require gas. Now, particularly, we will be knowing that what kind of gas they do need, that is present in the air. Now, for breathing purpose, right? For breathing, for respiration, for all of that, we need the help of gas. If we don't have gas, we cannot just go through these all application. हम नहीं जा सकते, हम नहीं कर सकते ये सारे काम, right? Now next is burning, right? Burning or combustion. If you look into this, and you will find that it is not at all possible to burn something without air. Very important. Then you will find that air में भी तो बहुत सारे gases हैं. Definitely. Out of that, in the case of burning, what is that gas which is very important? Can you just mention it right now? Like yesterday, you might have got a class on combustion. What is that very essential factor that controls the burning process? Oxygen, which is the major gas that is involved in making the composition of the air. Next हम बात करेंगे aeroplane की. So when you just pass on something, right? So you take the help of the air. तो air तो है, plane कैसे वहाँ travel कर पा रहा है? Due to the air current. वहाँ पे air है, तभी हम उसको cut करके आगे बढ़ सक रहे हैं, right? So yes, in case of the aeroplane also, we are going to take the help of air. Now what makes the air? ठीक है मैम, we do know that these all are the functions. यहाँ applications है, but air किस चीज का बना? What exactly is air made up of? Well, air is made up of different gases because air is a mixture of gas. You can see air is a mixture of gas. है ना? ये mixture of gas. It is not an element. It is not a compound. It is a mixture, and it is a mixture of gases. What kind of gases? The gases you will be taking out of the element. So let us see from the chemistry point of view that what are the elements that contribute in making of the air. क्या है composition of air? So this question might come in your examination for 3 marks. आपको यहाँ पे represent करना होगा through your chart. So this is the pie chart, and in this you will be just showing up कि कितना composition किस gas का है. तो यहाँ पे अब सबसे ज़्यादा amount किसका contribution है? Who is contributing its most in the making of the gas? Composition of air आप जब देख रहे हो तो सबसे highest composition किसका है? Of course, that is nitrogen. क्या है? Nitrogen. So you can see that the majority of is covered with the blue one, which is representing for nitrogen. So nitrogen contributes around 78% of the total volume of air. Now 78 तो we have found कि ठीक है, nitrogen में 78% already इसने contribute कर दिया. What about rest of the gases? Now we do have around 22% left. इसमें हम क्या करते हैं? We will find that what about this? So here oxygen is going to contribute around 21%, right? So oxygen is contributing around 21%, right? So the majority of the gas is, like if you add it, it becomes 99. अब ये जो 99% है वो किससे आया है? नाइट्रोजन प्लस ऑक्सीजन. और जो भी 1% है, that 1% is contributed by rest of the gases. आप inert gas ले लो, argon ले लो, neon ले लो, right? And then there is 0.03% of the carbon dioxide which is going to contribute in the composition of the air. Got it? तो composition of air में सबसे ज़्यादा major players कौन है? So the major players are nitrogen and oxygen. So here is the quiz time. You have to answer that what is the percentage of the nitrogen in the atmosphere? क्या है उसका percentage? 88%, 78%, 21% or 23%? What is the composition of the nitrogen? So in the composition of the air we find that nitrogen contributes around 78%. कितना परसेंट बच्चे? 78%. Now here small formula is there. अगर आपको नाइट्रोजन का याद है you can find out of oxygen, क्योंकि आपको पता है नाइट्रोजन प्लस ऑक्सीजन how much percentage does it make? कितना परसेंट बनाता है बच्चे? It sum ups for 99%. याद है 99% NO बनाएगा, है ना? No is equal to 99%. तो नो का जो N है इट्स फॉर नाइट्रोजन. सो इफ यू रिमेंबर, आप भूल गए हो कि ऑक्सीजन का कितना था, है ना? अब आपको सिर्फ नाइट्रोजन का पता है, ठीक है? तो हम यहाँ नाइट्रोजन का लिख देते हैं. बट ऑक्सीजन का क्या होगा? यू नो दैट टोटल इज 99%. ऑक्सीजन का क्या होना चाहिए? सो इजी पीजी लेमन स्क्वीजी. व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज, ऑक्सीजन यहाँ है, सिंपल सब्ट्रैक्शन. आपने क्या करना है? 78 को कहाँ से माइनस करना है? 99 से. So from here if you minus it, then 9 minus 8, 1, right? है ना? 9 minus 7, 2. आपको मिल गया, क्या मिल गया? ऑक्सीजन का composition. What is the contribution of the oxygen in the total volume of the air? That is 21%. और अगर आपको ऑक्सीजन का पता है then you can find it out for nitrogen, right? है ना? तो इस तरीके से अगर आपको एक भी याद है you would be not confused. आपका confusion नहीं होगा. ये बहुत मास्टर ट्रिक है. Just keep it in your notebook कि कभी भी अगर ऐसा हो कि मैं भूल रहा हूँ that what is about oxygen, then you would be able to identify कि नहीं मैम ने बताया था N plus O, no is equal to 99%. उसमें से ऑक्सीजन का तो मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा बट नाइट्रोजन का मुझे पता है 78%. देखते हैं 78 प्लस ऑक्सीजन इज इक्वल टू 99. तो ऑक्सीजन का क्या होना चाहिए? 99 minus 78, that gives you 21%, right? So you got to know. Now you can see these are the primary gases, these are the major players, है ना? जैसे क्रिकेट में है तेंदुलकर, सहवाग, ये लोग, विराट कोहली, these are the major players, मतलब major batsman है. Now you will find that कि एयर का कंपोजिशन में बहुत सारी गैसेस है बट उसका मेजर प्लेयर्स कौन है? Who is going to make the maximum run? So you know that makes from the corn. What is corn here? What is corn here? That is carbon dioxide, ठीक है? Then oxygen and then nitrogen, है ना? अब मैंने इसको ascending order में क्यों बनाया? Can you see? C I have written in small, O थोड़ा सा बड़ा and then N the largest one. So here you can find that C is equal to 0.03%, सबसे कम among these three. Then oxygen 21%, right? And then we do have nitrogen that is 78%, है ना? अब आपको समझ में आ गया. So nitrogen क्यों मैंने बड़ा लिखा? Because it is going to contribute to the maximum amount of the total volume of the air, that is 78%. तो आपको याद रहेगा. Okay, fine. C छोटू सा, then O and then N. So that makes up like 0.03%. Then we do have 21% और फिर सबसे ज़्यादा 78%, है ना? So yes, you have got to know कि C O N कौन में, like air में कौन है ना? तो air में कौन है? Air में कौन है? Like once my brother has like he was just playing something in the laptop and then I was thinking कि I have also to take laptop. तो it was like password उसका पता नहीं है मुझे. Then it was password क्या है? I was asking password क्या है? बताओ password क्या है? Password क्या है? And he said password क्या है? Password क्या है? Right? So password was actually KYA, है ना? तो basically इससे क्या है कि air में कौन है ना? तो उसी तरीके से आप रिलेट कर सकते हो. थोड़ा ह्यूमरस होता है एंड देन इट इज़ वेरी इजी फॉर यू टू लर्न. सिमिलरली एयर में कौन है? एयर में कौन है? सो व्हाट इज कौन? C O N N, है ना? वुड यू बी एबल टू रिमेंबर? याद रहेगा, राइट? सो पासवर्ड क्या है? पासवर्ड क्या है? KYA. वैसे ही व्हाट इज देयर? एयर में कौन है? एयर में कौन है? क्वेश्चन इज एयर में कौन है? आंसर इज एयर में कौन है? दैट इज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, ऑक्सीजन एंड नाइट्रोजन. सो यू हैव गॉट द आंसर. नाउ when the question comes that what are the significance के बारे में पूछा जाए, so this is the master chart, right? this is the master की. अगर आपको ये याद है, अगर आपने एग्जाम में लिख दिया, then you are going to take that entire full marks. इस क्वेश्चन में तो कोई कर ही नहीं सकता. you can write just about 3 only and that would be like बहुत master. you are going to rock that answer. तो यहाँ पे क्या करना है, पूछा जाएगा क्वेश्चन में that what is the significance of air. तो significance of air क्या है बच्चे? significance का मतलब क्या होता है? importance, है ना? like suppose if I ask you what is the significance of your parents in your life, तो आप सोचोगे क्या significance है, importance क्या है आपके parents का आपकी life में? you can write so many points. similarly air है, right? hi air, right? so these all gases that is there. what is the importance of these all gases? तो वही है significance. so significance means importance. ठीक है? significance means importance. ना यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो that we have read about नाइट्रोजन. तो नाइट्रोजन का हम सेपरेटली देखेंगे, नाइट्रोजन कहाँ कहाँ कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है. nutrition, in providing nutrition, in making of the proteins in our body. industrial application, आपने लेस का पैकेट देखा है, उसमें जो गैस होता है, राइट? जो एक्चुअली बेसिकली इट्स अ धोखा, लाइक, है ना? आप धोखा खरीदने जाते हो कि नहीं मुझे धोखा दे दो, बिकॉज देयर इज सो लेस अमाउंट ऑफ लेस और एनी ऑफ द चिप्स. बेसिकली उसमें जो गैसेस रहते हैं वो है किसका? नाइट्रोजन का. Why? Because it is going to act as a food preservative. अगर उसने नहीं डाला होता वो नाइट्रोजन, then the chips would have been got soggy हो जाता. So it is not at all advised that you should keep in an open air. So that's why what do the industry do? जितने भी चिप्स बिस्किट के पैकेट्स वाले होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, उसमें नाइट्रोजन गैस they induce so that nitrogen will preserve that, because nitrogen is not reactive at room temperature, but oxygen is reactive at room temperature, right? so this is why we are going to preserve the food by inducing nitrogen to it. nitrogen induce करने से क्या होता है कि वो सॉगी नहीं होगा, चिप्स मुलायम सॉगी नहीं होगा, क्योंकि वो नॉन रिएक्टिव, वो रिएक्ट नहीं करेगा रूम टेम्परेचर पे. समझ में आया? नाउ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. इन केस ऑफ द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आपका जितना भी प्रोसेस है, राइट? इन केस ऑफ ब्रीदिंग, व्हेन यू रिलीज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, देयर इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. इन द मेकिंग ऑफ द फूड, इन केस ऑफ द प्लांट्स जब फूड बनाता है फोटोसिंथेसिस में, इन दैट ऑल्सो दे रिक्वायर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. कार्बनिफिकेशन, राइट? जब कोई भी वेजिटेशन होता है ना, when something is getting deteriorated, वो क्या बन रहा है? जर्म्स है, उसमें कुछ ना कुछ कार्बन का इंड्यूसमेंट होता है. सो इन दैट केस इट इज गोइंग टू ऑल्सो कार्बोनिफाई द थिंग्स. नेक्स्ट इज ऑक्सीजन विच इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर रेस्पिरेशन. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ऑक्सीजन इज टेकन इन एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज एक्सेल्ड आउट. अगर ऑक्सीजन ना हो तो रेस्पिरेशन पॉसिबल नहीं है. Burning, for the combustion, for burning process, oxygen is very important. Ozone, which is already there in O3 form, protection ka UV absorption, it is going to absorb the UV light. Then water vapor, this is also going to be induced. Some contribution, very small contribution in the atmosphere, which is very important for water cycle and changing of the weather. Now, you have learnt what is air. पढ़ा आपने what is air, ठीक है? So the first point what you have read, what is air. Second, what you are reading right now, what you were reading, you were discussing, also include me, we were discussing about the significance, right? Significance क्या है? Then we are going to understand the properties. Now let us look into the properties and then we will फाइंड आउट कि उसका एप्लीकेशन क्या है, ठीक है, देन वी विल फाइंड आउट एप्लीकेशन एज वेल. सो प्लीज कीप अ नोट ऑफ दिस, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो हमने यहाँ पे दो ऑलरेडी पढ़ लिया है. व्हाट इज देयर एंड सिग्निफिकेंस. नाउ लेट अस लुक इनटू द प्रॉपर्टीज. फर्स्ट इज दे exert pressure in all the direction. Now very easy example, when you blow up the balloon, you can find that it is exerting pressure in all the direction and thus the balloon inflates. Second is air has mass and volume. Third is it occupies space, and fourth is tasteless, colorless and transparent. So it is not going to be translucent or it is not going to be. बहुत transparent है ना, तभी तो मैं आपको देख पा रही हूँ. यहाँ पे air ही है ना. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to look at you, or you wouldn't have been able to look at me, because everything, like suppose I close it, right, so there is no air and you will find it that you're just closing it. अभी यहाँ पे air है, बहुत सारा air है, board है यहाँ पे, right, so I'm able to look at it because ये जो air, it is not covering the parts, right, it is quite transparent. Air है but it is not opaque, it is transparent. So air applies pressure in all the direction. तो बहुत सारे ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं दैट यू विल बी लुकिंग. जब आप ओडा क्लास के क्वेश्चंस करोगे, यू विल फाइंड दैट देयर आर मेनी लेवल्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन इन विच यू कैन फाइंड इट आउट. लाइक दिस, सपोज ये स्क्वायर लाइक चिप्स पैकेट है, या आप देख सकते हो इसमें, देन वन राउंड इज देयर, वन कोनिकल इज देयर, ठीक है. नाउ यू आर एक्सर्टिंग एयर इनटू इट. What do you think? It is going to apply in one direction only, or it is going to apply in all the direction? क्या आप सोच रहे हो? In all the direction or in one direction? It is not going to be only in one direction. Air will occupy the space and it is going to exert pressure in all the direction. सारे के सारे direction में ये pressure, air pressure apply करेगा, ठीक है, towards the boundary of that substance. So it is going to exert the pressure in all the direction. Fine. So here is the question. When we blow air into a balloon, it grows in all the direction because air grows in the balloon. Air applies pressure in all the direction, or air is everywhere, or none of the above. बच्चे इस क्वेश्चन को बहुत ध्यान से देखना. Air तो है हर जगह, right? So am I blowing up? Is the balloon, suppose I keep the balloon here and I just leave it here, is it going to blow? नहीं. जब आप air को blow कर रहे हो, at that time it is exerting that kind of pressure into that balloon. So in this question we can say that air applies pressure in all the direction, not only in one direction. Air has mass. जब आप दूसरा प्रॉपर्टी देख रहे हो तो बच्चे आप बोल सकते हो कि एयर के पास मास है. हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू आइडेंटिफाई दिस? आइडेंटिफाई करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ना. तो हमने क्या किया, डायग्राम 1 में एक्स एंड वाई है, दो तरह का बलून है, ठीक है, आपके फेवरेट कलर से आप चूज कर लो. बाय द वे माइन इज लाइक इट इज गोइंग टू बी लिटिल पर्पल, तो मैंने सोचना या पर्पल बलून, ग्रीन बलून इज देयर. नाउ यू विल हैव टू फाइंड आउट कि मेरे पर्पल बलून को किसी ने फोड़ दिया, राइट. नाउ इट हैज बीन बर्स्टेड आउट, इन्फ्लेटेड है ही नहीं. तो अब क्या करना है इसमें, मेरा एक्स बलून तो चला गया. नाउ व्हाट अबाउट द वाई बलून? What is going to happen in that case? You will find out that it is going to be heavier, क्योंकि इससे सारे एयर तो चले गए, है ना. It has been diffused out in the air. तो क्या हो गया, X balloon got bursted. So we are left with only Y, right? And Y क्यों है? Because it is already inflated. ये फुला हुआ है, right? It is blown up. And in this case, the air is there. Air is there. And when air is there, it is going to occupy some space and it has mass, and you can find out the difference, है ना. थोड़ा तो ये नीचे गया, right? So yes, we can say that it has mass. Air occupies space. Air does not have definite volume, neither definite shape. It occupies the whole volume of a confined space. बलून है तो बलून का स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा. इफ इट इज अ लेस चिप्स पैकेट इज गोइंग टू ऑक्यूपाई दैट स्पेस. एंड यू नो दैट एयर इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द गैसेस. गैशियस पार्टिकल्स होते हैं विच इज हैविंग लाइक हायर इंटरमोलिकुलर डिस्टेंस. तो वहां पे क्या है आप देख सकते हैं, इस दोनों मतलब फ्री है, फ्रीडम है, कहीं भी जा सकता है. एंड इट इज गोइंग टू ऑक्यूपाई ऑल द स्पेस प्रेजेंट इन. एयर इज ट्रांसपेरेंट. एयर क्या है, ट्रांसपेरेंट है ना. सो वी कैन नॉट सी थ्रू like we can see through it, we cannot see the air but we can see through it. अब air यहाँ पे है but मैं आपको देख पा रही हूँ, right? We cannot see the air but we can see through it. Now if the air is there, यहाँ पे air है ना, और यहाँ पे आप खड़े हो, now you can see this is the object, आराम से देख सकते हो, है ना, because it is going to perceive whatever the image is there, it is going to allow the eye to read because there is no opaque object. कोई भी ऐसा object नहीं है जो उसको barrier कर रहा है. Now these particles of the gases are very tiny particles and it is going to occupy all the space around there. So these gases has a lot of space, है ना, lot of space, जिसको बोलते हैं interparticle space और intermolecular space, है ना, intermolecular space. So intermolecular space is largest, greatest in the case of gases and air are present in the gaseous particles. तो आप इसका distance देख पा रहे हो, बहुत ज़्यादा है, right? And that's the significance कि air के through हम देख सकते हैं because it is not going to occupy each of the bit. यहाँ पे है तो इसको भी, it is not compactly packed. It is freely present, which allow us to look into through it. Light passes through the space and easily, and hence we cannot see air. We cannot see the particles of the air because it is very tiny. Air is unique. Yes, air is unique because air has no taste, air has no color, air has no specific smell. Thus, it is very important in our life because of its application. तो आपका application क्या है बच्चे? Let us look into. ये बहुत अच्छा चार्ट है, ऑलरेडी हमने आपको एक फ्लो चार्ट दिखाया, एक मास्टर की दिखाया, दैट वुड बी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू. नाउ लेट अस लुक इनटू बायोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स. क्या इसका एप्लीकेशन है हमारे लाइफ में? बायोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स है कि रेस्पिरेशन में यूज होता है, फोटोसिंथेसिस में यूज होता है, राइट? व्हेन यू लुक इनटू द केमिकल वन, बर्निंग में यूज होता है, वाटर साइकिल, चेंजिंग ऑफ द वेदर. प्लीज टेक अ नोट फ्रॉम दिस, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. मैकेनिकल एप्लीकेशन आपने देखा होगा, विंड मिल, राइट? व्हेन देयर इज नो एयर इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क, एंड ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द एयर, due to the presence of the air current, it is able to move the windmill and we can generate electricity. आप देख रहे हो कितना importance है air का. Now, in helping the pumping of the water, mechanical force. So mechanical force, अगर कहीं पे भी impress कर रहे, so air is also exerting in that case. Boats, yachts, aeroplanes, and it is also used as like it is going to help in high-end cutting technology where the air is very important. You can see the mechanical applications in case of the birds, aeroplanes, windmills, yachts, sailing of the boats, right? So in all of these cases, air is very important. Now this is the subjective question that might be asked in your examination and you need to write the answer with full confidence. So list 5 activities that are possible due to the presence of air. What are those activities? Yes? Can you write it? Can you pinpoint? Can you write in the description box? Can you write in the comment box that yes, these are the answers, बच्चे? Very easy, आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. You can also represent the flow chart. Photosynthesis, respiration, cloud formation, transpiration, winnowing, in moving of the airplane, sailing the boats, yachts, and yes, there are many things, right? Blowing up a balloon, celebrating birthday, है ना? Okay, fine. So you have to give the scientific application. Now, next question. How is air important for life on this earth? Sorry. How is air important for life on this earth? Why do we need air? क्यों? मैम, मैं बोल पा रही हूँ, मैं चल पा रहा हूँ, मैं इतने सारे काम कर पा रहा हूँ, right? Yes, there is a great role of air in our body, in the functioning of our body, right? So if you look into this, air is important for life on the earth due to the following reason. There are multiple reasons. It plays an important role in the water cycle. It helps in the movement of sailing the yachts, gliders, parachute and aeroplanes. It helps the birds, bats, insects to flight. It helps in the dispersal of the seeds and the pollens, which is very important for the सीक्वेंसिंग ऑफ द प्लांट्स को भी तो बढ़ना है, प्लांट्स का सीड डिस्पर्स करेगा यहाँ से यहाँ। पॉलिनेशन के लिए एयर बहुत बड़ा एजेंट है, बहुत ज़रूरी एजेंट है, जो कि पॉलन रेज को एक प्लांट से दूसरे प्लांट्स पे पहुंचाता है। तो आपने देख लिया वराइटीज ऑफ एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द एयर, राइट? So yes, I would be saying that to keep a note of this: kite flying, photosynthesis, windmill, hovering, burning, pollination. All of these are very, very important application of the air. Now you have got a flow of how to study about air. What are the important? ये बहुत important है exam point of view से। इतने questions हैं, ये जितने भी questions मैंने आज आपको करवाए वो exams में definitely आएगा ही आएगा। This is for sure, it is going to come in your examination. And if you want to have such more concept, then you can definitely join the booster course, concept booster course, which is going to enhance your concept. Here you're going to get the IITs and the NITs who is going to take care of your academics and will just master your concepts. Now you can also find your personal teacher, your mentor teacher, who is going to take care of your academics. And along with this, you will be also gifted with homework, subjective questions, test would be provided to you, and in all of this respect, whatever would be the concept that is very important to you, in that regard we are going to also supply you the courseware, the PDF material to you. जितना भी PDF material, study material है वो हम आपको देंगे. Now why what are you waiting for? So what you can do is just go into the description box, tap on the link. You can find this link in the description box. Tap on that link and just get into the concept booster course. And I'm just being very, very enough fair to you that you will be also getting the discount. Don't worry for that. So you will be getting the discount for 1 week, and you can feel that yes, this is very, very beneficial for us. And of course, how you're gonna miss this? So while you will be reading, while you read, while you give the homework, while you submit the question, while you finish the quizzes, in all of these cases, we just don't let you be like, yes, आपने question दे दिया. नहीं, in that return, we provide you the return gift, right? So if you do good in your classes, you are gonna get these gifts. So you can just attend the class and you can just earn by learning, right? So yes, this is one of the special course that will be giving you a chance to earn just by studying, right? So if you read, you earn. If you learn, definitely you're gonna earn. Well, if you have liked this session, do hit the like button, and yes, share the session with your friends. And of course, please visit the ODA Class app where you will be getting such more concept. So I'm going to see you there. Bye bye everyone, and do subscribe the channel, okay, for keeping yourself much more updated. See you then. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.